We move on now to the recurve women's team gold medal match.
Let's give a warm round of applause to our athletes. Demos un gran y caluroso aplauso para nuestras atletas.
It's time for the introductions of the two contenders for this Pan American title, the USA going up against Mexico.
On target number 1, representing the USA, en la paca número 1, representando a los Estados Unidos, Casey Goffo, Jennifer Musino Fernández y Savannah Van der Veer. On target number 2, representing Mexico, en la paca número 2, representando a México, Aida Román, Alejandra Valencia y Ana Vázquez. The line judge for this match, la juez de línea para este match es Francisca Pedraza.
Well, what a contrast we've got here. Mexico lining up with very familiar names. Aida Román, Alejandra Valencia and Ana Vázquez. If you're a fan of archery, of course, you'll know the USA names, but so much younger. Casey Calfold, just 18 years old, perhaps the team captain as well. Jennifer Machino Fernandez, just 19 years old. And there she is, ready to start this match. And completing the trio is Savannah Van der Veer at just 22 years old. This is a young but very promising lineup for the USA. Over to Machino Fernandez to get the match underway.
Nine.
Same format as the compound competition, except we're shooting at 70 meters as opposed to 50, and we're on a set system. So total up your 6 arrows in the set to give you a total score. If you get the higher score, you get 2 set points. If you draw with your opponents, it's 1. And obviously, if you lose, it's 2 set points for the other team. Target score, 5 points. And those 5 points will bring you the Pan American title.
Ocho, 8.
Aida Román, 2012 Olympic individual silver medalist. Shooting in the middle for Mexico. Oh, that's drifted off to the right. Youngest member of the team here, Ana Vázquez, just 22 years old. She's gone off to the left.
Look at the wind in the background though. I think the conditions here have changed. They've got to put that behind them and just try the best they can these next 3 hours to even to understand where to aim and what's happening. Even the American team as well, just checking where did that arrow hit.
Marked as a 9, that's Machino Fernandez. Here's Savannah Van der Veer, 22 years old. She's actually switched from compound archery to recurve archery. Nikki, you shot both disciplines. How difficult is it to go from 50 meters to 70 meters with no aids on your bow?
Yeah, the distance isn't the problem. It's the real difference in those techniques from a compound to a recurve. quite a difference. I mean, Savannah was out in Guatemala last year picking up a bronze medal individually. So, you know, to make this switch this quickly and be at championships like this is incredible.
9.
Buena forma, buen disparo. Bien tirada, 8-8 a las 3.
8, 8.
Well, the set points have gone the USA's way, as you can probably tell. 47 maximum here for Mexico, but still an important arrow for Vasquez, prepping herself for the next set. But they're drifting off to the right, Nikki. What on earth is going on here? Is it just the wind? Because they went through their first rotation. Two of the arrows drifted off to the right. It seemed to be the same in the second rotation for the Mexicans.
Yeah, they've brought them in a bit, haven't they? I mean, you've got to remember with these recurve bows, the arrow trajectory, you know, halfway down the range, the arrow's probably 4 or 5 metres off the floor. So they're going to be affected much more by the wind. At this distance, 70 metres, as opposed to the compounders we have seen. You know, the compounders have got much faster bows, those cams we've seen top and bottom of the limb, store energy and fly that arrow out 300 feet a second at 50 metres. So very, very different here, where we're going to see some effects of this wind that we can see in the background.
And of course, this is the Olympic discipline. Well, at the moment, it's the only Olympic discipline, but compounds potentially coming back in, an official application by World Archery this year. But it's going to be a very different sport, isn't it? The compound archery is purported to be indoors and being shot over 18 meters. They are two different games, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what's been put into the Olympic bid, you know, to try and get compound in there. They put it as an indoor format, which is a normal format that both recurve and compounders will shoot in the winter seasons. It'll be interesting to see, you know, whether that bid's successful.
Well, when we think about the Olympics, it's not so far away, the Paris Games of 2024. And are these two teams starting to think about that and prepare for it? This USA team, especially, very young.
Yeah, definitely. Both teams will be preparing for it. You know, this Mexican team, lots of medals, Olympic medals between them, and certainly they'll be training towards that next Games in less than 18 months now.
Mexico staying calm, staying cool, chatting away, but trailing as they do. They'll shoot first in this second set. Valencia shooting first.
9.
Firme y segura, buen disparo, buena forma. Mantén.
7.
Now, what's Valencia saying there? She's saying that was an aiming error?
She may well be telling her team where she aimed, because it's really important about where do you aim and where did that arrow go. You know, was she aiming on and it went 10 o'clock red, or was she already aiming? So you're giving your teammates an idea of where they should be aiming as well.
9.
You can see Keesick Lee in the box for America. Coach has been in America for many, many years now. So many successful archers. Most predominant, Brady Ellison, come through his system.
Ocho, 8.
big opportunity here for Mexico to draw level. They've got a 4-point cushion here.
8.
You can hear that wind picking up again on the mics in the venue.
9.
10 from Vasquez puts this set out of reach. She shot a 10 with her first arrow through the first rotation. Oh, she's pushed it into the 7. There is a big opportunity here for the USA. Now 52 available to them.
Siete posible 8. 7 possible 8.
Well, potentially that has pushed it out. Marked as a provisional 7, potentially marked for an 8, certainly for a measure. Need 2 10s though to make that important, and now you can see that everything's starting to drift over to the right. It's that wind again, isn't it, Nikki?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is affecting where these arrows are going. Archers having to aim off and keep seeing, don't we, arrows drifting left to right here, so
8.
tricky. Look at that windsock in the background there, straight across. Left to right.
Well, the wind is a factor that both teams have to contend with. Got blustery for both teams in their second rotation, and there is the flag on top of target number 2. And you can see it's not just that it's fluttering in one direction constantly, it's moving around.
Yeah, and that makes it really tricky because you can't just, if it's just a constant breeze, you can move your sight and you can just carry on shooting and it's fine. But these blustery conditions where you have to keep really alert to what's happening around you and aim off, maybe not aim off so much. And that's where the communication between these teams is really important as well. Telling your teammates, I aimed here, okay, that's what I got, or okay, that was a bit of a bad shot, that was a little bit of me, not just the wind, so that they know that, oh, I shouldn't be aiming off massively, that one was a mistake. So yeah, the communication is really important.
Well, halfway stage, 2 set points apiece, subject obviously to confirmation from the target judge, but we don't see too much changing where we're sitting.
2 points for the USA, 2 points for Mexico.
And there is that confirmation. USA versus Mexico, 2 apiece at the halfway stage of this recurve women's team competition at the 2022 Pan American Championships. And coming to the party are these blustery conditions. Just starting to feel that tension rise in both teams. It's become just a little bit of an unknown, the wind, as Jennifer Machino Fernandez begins the second half of this gold medal match.
5.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was a really long hold. They're too long and getting maybe affected by the wind. We see that left to right happening.
9.
18-year-old world number 5, Casey Cowfold, burst onto the scene 18 months ago or so,
9.
and perhaps 2 years ago, anchoring the team. Lots of communication from Roman and Vasquez. That's clipped the line for Valencia. Mexicans sniff an opportunity here, don't they?
Yeah, I think, they've got a great opportunity. Like, look at the flags in the background. I think it's all dropped again, so get your arrows off now while you can.
Observo, preparo. Un buen disparo, con seguridad. Mantente fuerte.
Youngest member of the team, 22-year-old Vasquez. Shooting third and shooting into the 9. 5-point lead at the halfway stage of the third set for Mexico.
Ocho, 8. Ocho, 8.
Clearly not happy with that one, but I can't get over the transformation. Savannah from a compounder to a recurve just last year winning a medal in the World Cup Series as a compounder. That's incredible.
10.
So 49 the target set. Can't quite be done in 2 arrows. But there's an awful lot of room for error here. Strong arrow here from Ida Roman. Will take the pressure off Vasquez. Shooting last for Mexico.
9.
That'll do. Deep breath, Ana Vasquez. Clip the 9 by the looks of things. Even if it's an 8, it's enough. And what a turnaround here for Mexico. Went 2-0 down after the first set. And after 3, they're 4-2 up. They shoot second. USA will shoot first in that 4th set. So Mexico will know what they have to do. They just have to match the USA to take the Pan American title. This one really has changed around, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I mean, Mexico just sort of couldn't get themselves together those first 3 arrows of this match, but now getting stronger and stronger. I think they've been a bit lucky with the wind on their turn to shoot, and it's dropped a bit for them. But America with a bit to do. But with this set system, you've just got to put that what's happened behind you now. Just imagine it's 0-0 and start again.
Looks like there's a little bit of pressure on the shoulders of the 19-year-old USA archer shooting first, Jennifer Machino Fernandez. The head perhaps went down a little bit there in that 3rd set.
Yeah, they do look a little bit lost, but they've got to just, like I say, forget it. Push that reset button, come back into this. It's everything to play for. Is the great thing about the set system. It's not over until the very end.
Resultados oficiales después de 3 sets. 2 points for the USA, 4 points for Mexico. 2 puntos para los Estados Unidos y 4 puntos para México.
A lot of weight on the shoulders of Jennifer Machino Fernandez, who'll shoot first in the 4th set, with the USA trailing by 4 set points to 2 against Mexico in this gold medal playoff for the recurve women's team. She steps up to the line. I wonder what's going through her head right now.
Yes, 10.
Beautiful response. Oh, look at this. Van der Veer looking solid as well.
Seven.
Drifting off to the right, a little low from Calfold, but 27, not a bad target. Only been beaten once in this rotation by Mexico in the last set.
8 posible 9. 8 possible 9.
Provisional 8.
Firme y segura ahí, buena forma. Bien, sigue.
8, 8.
Ahí a las 10.
It's all about knowing where to aim at the moment, I think. Perhaps Roman
Buen disparo.
choosing to aim a little bit further left. Her teammate before her went a little bit right. Get these aiming spots.
9, 9.
Well, even if that first arrow is marked up to a 9, USA have got a chance to put this out of reach. Beautiful stuff from the 19-year-old.
Nine. Nine.
So a target of 55 set for the Mexicans.
Con fuerza. X. Bonito disparo ahí. Seguridad, ¿sabes cómo? Vente fuerte.
9.
Bien tirada. Muy bien.
Venga, bonita.
Venga, Pau.
A pelearlo.
Tienes tiempo.
Puede. Bien sólido.
How tight is this?
Ten brazos firmes en toda
Te digo tu brazo. Va muy bien.
Bien firme.
Excelente.
Mantén.
Bien sólido. Mantente. Eso. Bien.
9.
So, provisionally a 54 for Mexico. And I think that is including a 9 instead of an 8. So, could be a 53 marked up to a 54. But whichever way round you look at it, the USA have leveled up after the regulation sets. And Nikki, delighted to say, subject to confirmation, of course, got another shoot-off on our hands.
Yeah, I think we have. I think it's going to go about tie for a piece. So if that is the case, 1 arrow per archer, alternating between the teams to decide who's going to take this match.
No, I don't think we would have guessed that at the halfway stage when Mexico came storming back, having gone 2 set points to 0 down. But what a bunch of grit and determination from this American trio of Calfold, Machino, Fernandez and Van der Veer to level things up. And again, we talk about momentum, it's very much with the USA.
Yeah, it is. There's our confirmation it will be a tie. So yeah, America have started really well, didn't they, with that 54. They just dropped down and lost their way a little bit with the 44, 49. But like you say, what momentum they've got now. What a great end. The 55, it's going to spur them on. So Mexico only just, well, it looks like a 53, 54 for them. Really, really tight. Nail biter.
So a mini set, if you like, a half set, 1 arrow per archer. They're going to alternate. The target places have been replaced with clean ones in case we go for a measure. This is now down to raw score first, and then closest arrow to the middle. a shoot-off for the gold medal in the recurve women's team competition. USA up first, and it's Jennifer Pacino Fernandez.
Ocho, 8.
Wow, that was a really long hold. You could see it getting moved around a bit. We could hit it the wind of the microphone. So, you know, it's a good arrow for the conditions she had.
Alejandra Valencia, though, puts it into the 10. It's not done yet, but you'd rather be on the Mexican side of the shooting line. Savannah Van Veer into the 9. Ida Roman, Olympic silver medalist from 2012 in London. On the line from Mexico and into the 9. Still looking good for the Mexicans. Casey Calfold, the last arrow for the USA.
Yes,
into the 10 for a 27. So a 9 will do it. Ana Vasquez, the youngest member of the Mexican team,
Muy bien tu brazo.
with a chance to take the zonal title.
Eso.
And into the 9, and that is enough. Mexico have taken the recurve women's team Pan American title here in Santiago.